Steve, it was 3-2 here today at Potters Bar. After the disappointment midweek, how pleased are you with the team's response?
Unbelievable response. We had players out there with half a leg, if you like. You know, Chem ain't fully fit. Sonny's first game back, 90 minutes. Denzel was on the bench but was never going to come on because he ain't fit. The ones we got out, we've got Jerry out, we've got Matty out, we've got Biro out, we've got bodies out. So them players out there today, the 1 to 13, 14, put their bodies on the line for this club and were remarkable. You know, Potters Bar, a good side, and put us under a lot of pressure. So it wasn't pretty, but I think them players needed something like that just to get them out of a bit of a rut they've been in, and hopefully, cliches go, we can kick on. But only time will tell with that one. But that today was a massive 3 points for us, massive.
So we went ahead twice, but were pegged back. What do you make of the team's ability just to keep pushing?
They've got that in abundance, you know. Even you look at Tuesday, we was 2-1 and we was pushing and pushing, and an error cost us the goal, which then basically put the game to bed. Today they never stopped, and on another day, Ibby comes off with 4, Dan might come off with 4. They've had a few chances. Sean's made two good saves, but overall, let's take everything away, because I come on here recently, and maybe because it's my standards and the players' standards and the club where they want to be, half battering the players. But today I couldn't be more prouder of them, and they've got to take that one from me, because we didn't do nothing today, me and the staff. We put the side out, didn't give them much tactical stuff to do. We just said, go and run through brick walls. When the time's to come, put a bit of quality, have it, defend for your lives. So that's on them today, and they fully deserved that. And like I say, I hope they go and enjoy their weekend, and then we prepare on Tuesday at training and Thursday for next week.
How satisfying was it to see that goal go in right towards the end?
Well, Denz was on the bench with me, and we had that long throw, and I just said, maybe it's our turn for a little bit of luck. And the throw's gone in, and whatever happens, I've seen it go in the net, and that was it. It was just elation for all the players and that, and for the staff and for the subs, and it's a credit to them. You know, like I say, that Potters Bar put us under an extreme amount of pressure in the second half, and it was difficult at times to get out. Even though we had the win with us, they put so many bodies forward, had good rotation, that. But the boys stuck to their task and they kept going. And Max, their manager, might say that they probably deserved to. They could have done. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at, we've got the 3 points. We needed the 3 points, because you know what it's like when you lose another league game, and it's like doom and gloom. The whole week's we've got to pick the boys up. Now they're in there buzzing, jumping about. It's only one game, but I've told these to do that because we've been on the back of some poor results, some results of our own downfall. We've also had some good results, so I'm not taking that away, but that was a gritty, determined performance with players that were not fully fit, not had a lot of match fitness, and that's credit to them.
How much belief does this result give you going into the next run of fixtures?
You'll only know when the next game comes along. I ain't got the crystal ball, like I always say, but if they can't take belief out of the determination and spirit and everything that they put into that game today, they'll never get any belief, because there was times there where we were just trying to block shots. There was times there where we was catching them on the counter. There was times there where players were having to run 60, 70 yards back just to fill in a gap for one of their mates. And that's what I want my teams to do. You know, yes, we want to be pretty on the eye. Yes, we want to get down the wings and put crosses in. For me today, he's been out for a while. He's coming today. He's been patient. He's coming today. First half was absolutely outstanding. And he was, and Dan the other side. But for me, I've got to give him credit. You know, we've had a couple of conversations, but he hasn't sulked, he hasn't moaned. Everyone wants to play, and I've got to give him extreme credit for you can say being patient, because some players aren't patient. And he's got his chance today, and he's took it with both hands. And that's not to say that other players haven't, but I thought he was exceptional today with his wide play. And again, it comes to when they push loads of bodies forward, we had to change it. That's why we had to take him off. We had to take Luke off because it was either that or the ref may have sent him off, because Luke didn't deserve his booking. He was talking to one of our players and the ref booked him, and that's what you got to make sure that you manage it properly, and we did. But then players today, like I say, are extremely happy that they've got the 3 points and they can enjoy that.
You've talked about substitutions. There was a half-time substitution. Marvell came off. Is that a concern?
It could be, yeah. He felt his groin. We didn't want to change it with a minute or two to go, and he just had to get through it, and he got through it. But that could be another issue. We won't know until it settles down, and we assess him on Tuesday. But as I said to you today, it's not we haven't got the squad. We've got a 19, 20-man squad, but we've got players out injured. and you bring another 4 or 5 in, you got a 25-man squad. You don't need that. What we've got to do is just hope the injuries clear up soon. It's nothing through training, stuff like that. It's what they do on the match day. And if we can clear that up, we have 19-20 to choose from. It's going to be even better for me, better for the staff. And the players, like I say, in training, they're 100 mile an hour at each other, doing really well. It'll give them competition as well. But I can't speak highly enough of them. I'm going to say that because I've come out a few times and I've grilled them through errors and stuff. But I can count on one hand the individual errors we made today that could have cost us. And if you can do that in a 95 minute game, you're doing something all right.
Well, we turn our attention to the FA Cup again on Saturday. It's against Tunbridge Angels. How much are you looking forward to seeing some familiar faces, and how much more determination does that give you to go for a win?
No more determination than ever. I want to win a game of football. See some old faces would be great, because my time there, and I've not come out and said this, few things have been said, but my time there was terminated, no problem. But terminated at the wrong time, in my opinion, for me not to, after 8 years, tell people and thank people that meant a lot to me in that 8 years, that supported me in that 8 years. And I was denied that opportunity. So if any of them watch this, I hope they come along next week and support their team, which is Tonbridge, whereas I'm Cray Valley now. But just so I can see a good few faces and say thank you for that 8 years that I had with them, because that's the only blip I've got at my time at Tonbridge, that I wasn't allowed, or let me rephrase this, I was sacked and then asked after being sacked to go and do certain things, and I'm a man of principle and I'm going to do that. So if I'd got sacked after the last game of the season and the presentation, I would have taken that on the chin. But it didn't sit well with me the way it was done. And again, I say a lot of people have heard a different story, not heard my side in terms of on a vocal way, and I'm looking forward to as many as them coming down. Just got to support their team. They want their team to get through, but just so I can see them, thank them, not them thank me, but me thank them for their immense support. And we had some good times there. We had some good times. You know, we made playoffs. We got the Super Playoff final. We won. We got the FA Cup first round in 50 years. So my time there wasn't all bad. And we had some good times. And the fans, yes, you have good times and bad times with them. They go against you sometimes, but all in all, it was a fantastic club to manage. I loved it. I loved everyone connected with it from the start, and the fans, like I say, they were like our fans here. You know, you get them behind you. Yes, they don't want to see as long as they see the players running through brick walls, you get that sprinkle of quality. But if they run through brick walls for that club and that badge, them fans are on their side all day long. And like I say, I'm looking forward to it, to see Craig as well, from time at Lewis last year. Good manager. Vines uses his assistant. Me and Barry have known for years. So, yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day, but there's work to do. And our work is to get through into the next round of the Cup. Their work's the same. So, with all that put aside of what I've just said, there's a job to do, and we've got to go there and do that, and then we can have the pleasantries after.
Okay, lovely. Congratulations on your win. Thanks for your time.
Lovely, thank you.